welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a worm bin for vermicomposting. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a tour of everything that I'm using. We'll start off over here. This is just some black cow manure. This bag right here to be precise. And then over here, I actually pulled this out of my compost that I have, my in-ground compost that's out back. And this is about a week's worth of just kitchen scraps. There's some coffee filters in here somewhere. I think that's a coffee filter. Maybe that's a paper towel. I don't know. But as you can see, it's the obvious kitchen scraps, the start of an in-ground compost, some manure. I've got a watering can right here. This is actually from a pancake mix, but it works really great for watering container. And then this is the shredded cardboard or shredded newspaper. There's just some brown paper bags in here. And of course, last but not least, we have the worms. And it's kind of creepy because if I just sit here and hold this, I can actually feel them like wiggling around in my hand. So that's pretty much gonna be your basics. This is the bin that I'm using. And this is just a simple bin that I got from Lowe's. And yeah, it's got some holes drilled inside of it. So let me set everything up and then we'll go ahead and start our worm bin. So let's just jump right into starting the worm bin. Okay, so like I said, I had some holes drilled on either side. So there's 2 holes here, 2 holes on this side, 2 holes on this back end, and then 2 holes on this other side. I don't know if that's right or wrong. This is my first worm bin. We shall see. Let's go ahead and start adding the soil. And from what I read online and from the videos that I watched, they say that there's supposed to be about 6 inches minimum of soil. I'll be right back. I think I've got to grab some more soil. Let me go do that real quick. Okay, so I'm adding the second bin of manure. And I'm just gonna kind of spread this around. Obviously gloves are very handy. Yeah, I think so 2 bins of that was probably good. That's at least 6 inches, it looks like to me, I don't know. I think if not, after we add everything, should be good to go. The typical worm that you're gonna use for worm bins or composting in general is gonna be your red wrigglers. The night crawlers are like, they like to go deep down into the earth, so they're really not gonna stay towards the surface and help that breakdown of that material. But the red wrigglers, they like to stay closer to the surface, so they're gonna really help break down table scraps and all that good stuff. So I suppose that's why they are the preferred worm bin worm. All right, let's add the compost. Again, this is from my yard. I have an in-ground compost that I can attach a video to. I actually took the temperature of it today and it got up to 122 degrees. So I'm really excited about that. It's mostly just like grass clippings. I do have chickens and ducks. Gross. There's definitely some chicken poop and duck poop and some rabbit poop in here. It's a really good ratio, good carbon to nitrogen ratio. So I'm like very excited about my compost. And here, we're gonna chuck this right in here. And again, just like with the manure, ooh, that feels hot. That is hot. It's hot to the touch. Okay, so just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and just spread this about and let me bring the camera over so you guys can see. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. That's a really good layer of the cow manure, the black cow, and my compost. And then we're gonna add my table kitchen scraps to it, the cardboard, and then we're gonna add the worms. So I wanted to add that I don't really think that there is a wrong way or right way to doing a worm bin. I just think that if you have some of those key ingredients in there, and I don't know if ingredients is the right word, but you get what I'm saying, those key elements in the worm bin, I think the worms will really just do the work for you. I have read that you're supposed to keep them between 60 to 90 degrees, so I will probably end up keeping this worm bin right here in my garage. Right now in North Carolina, the nights are still kind of cold. We're having some like 48, 50 to 55 degree weather, so I don't want to risk freezing my worms and I don't want to risk drying them out, because if you are in my zone, which I believe is 8A, you're very familiar with super cold mornings and really, really hot days. So we don't want that. We're gonna keep the worms right here in my garage. Yeah, so let's go ahead and add the kitchen scraps and the cardboard. Spread that around. And then here I have the kitchen scraps. Gross. It smells like, you don't want to know, like ginger and cinnamon mixed with like old cereal. There's no animal milk products in here. It's just Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You will see in a second here. Okay, so that is nice and disgusting. So I'm gonna add the worms now. Oh yeah, so you look right in there. There's no plastic or anything. It's just these delicious, delicious worms. Ah, let me get a handful out. Oh yeah, those are nice and wriggly. I don't know if you can see from there, but they are definitely active, which is great. Let's go ahead and add them. All right, here it goes. Eyes up close so you can see. Okay, there you guys have it. We've got the worm bin going, and I am gonna go ahead and pour my water all over them. And as you can see, they're already making their way to the bottom. Alrighty. I have never been more excited about worms ever in my life. All right guys, that's pretty much it. So we've got the layer of manure, the layer of my compost, a layer of some shredded cardboard, kitchen scraps, and the worms, and some water, of course. We're gonna go ahead and cover the top and leave them in here, and I will check back with you guys and see what kind of progress they've made in a few days from now. Cheers, guys.